All right, so at this point, at this time in my recording, I'm very late to getting around to this. Tarkin's already got his update in the game. I have two accounts that I run, and in my second account, I've even already updated his Omicron. So this is kind of old news, but still want to cover it anyways. I wanted to a while back, I just haven't had the time. So now here I am, 9 days late. At the time of this recording, who knows how many days late by the time I actually upload. But anyhow, this is all about Tarkin's rework. So it says, hey, Holotable Heroes, with Lord Vader's team being pieced together through the new era, we went ahead and gave our old friend Tarkin an update. Here is a word from the designer CG Mouse. Hey folks, CG Mouse here with some details on the Grand Moff Tarkin update. With the introduction of our new dark side clone trooper characters, we wanted to have a secondary leader that could lead them into battle with their release. While their main home is intended to be under the mighty Lord Vader, we wanted a second option for non-Lord Vader owners and a way to add more viability in 3v3 GAC. In a way, that's kind of cool of them that they actually said, we wanted to give them more versatility with players who don't have Lord Vader, because, usually it's like they just force you into having the thing, whether you actually are able to have the thing or not. So in this case, they'd want you to get all these characters for, let's say, for the new Mace Windu, because they are requirements for the new Mace. They have to be at Relic 5. So you do all this, but then they have no utility because you don't have Lord Vader or whatever. So it's kind of cool that they made it so then you could have Tarkin instead. Not that these characters do any good for me, because, they're going to take forever before I can even farm them. They're still being released as marquees and all that, so... But you know what I'm trying to say. Anyhow... All of Tarkin's ability descriptions have been revised using our modern style guide, and we've standardized his damage type so that all abilities now deal special damage rather than a mix of physical and special. I didn't know that he had a weird combo like that. I figured it was just one or the other. I guess that was cool before, but this is cooler now. His basic, his first special ability, and his leader ability have all received mechanical updates that grant new synergy with Darkside clone troopers, including a powerful new interaction that allows ultimate firepower's damage to trigger twice under the right conditions. Well, that's cool. That move, ultimate firepower, has always been disappointing because I feel like it should be kind of strong, but it's not. It's always a crap move. But maybe this triggering twice will help. Tarkin's basic ability now also applies a stacking status effect that tracks how much potency it has granted, letting you monitor its growing power until your next use of ultimate firepower. There you go, I guess that's good. Because I think ultimate firepower works based on something to do with the potency levels. So the more potency that he has, or something, or in this case stacked, I guess, then the better that ultimate firepower should be. Several additional enhancements have been made across the kit to improve his synergy with Empire allies in general, making Tarkin a more flexible asset for your rosters. Hopefully. You'd think Tarkin would be pretty good because he's like one of the top guys of the Empire. It was Tarkin, Vader, and Papa Pout, basically. And Tarkin just sucks. Also, he's got a ship, and his ship is actually sort of decent. With the scythe on it and stuff, it's not bad. It's a pretty viable ship, not for any kind of good ranking in Squad Arena, but it's decent for Grand Arena or Territory Wars and stuff like that. So making him better just doesn't help the ship, but it still helps you feel good about having him upgraded and all that. Anyways, and finally, we've added a brand new 3v3 Omicron for his leader ability, giving you the opportunity to field two powerful 3v3 Darkside clone trooper squads, one led by Lord Vader and the other by Tarkin himself. We really hope you like what we've done here and are looking forward to reading your feedback. And as a reminder, fear will keep the local systems in line. Always. Says we look forward to reading your feedback. I highly doubt that. CD doesn't care about our feedback. They don't do anything based on whatever we say for feedback and stuff, so don't lie. Note, these adjustments will be implemented in an upcoming update. Well, this was 9 days ago, so that update has happened, so, they're already implemented. Anyway, so this is just looking at the kit reveal. It's looking at what we had versus what we will have. So, before it was, his basic was deal physical damage to target enemy. This attack deals 10% more damage for each living ally. Then Tarkin gains 50% potency, which is stacking until the next time ultimate firepower is used. Now it's deal physical damage to target enemy. That's the same. This attack deals 10% more damage for each active ally. What's the difference between active and living? Isn't that the same thing? Just different way to phrase it, I guess. Well, anyways, and an additional 10% for each active dark side clone trooper ally. So that's giving a little bit of a boost to having dark side clones. Then it says Tarkin gains 100% potency instead of 50, stacking until the next time ultimate firepower is used. So now it's offering basically double the amount. Special 1, ultimate firepower. Cooldown of 4. It's probably the same as what it's always been. Before it was deal special damage to all enemies with a 100% chance to remove 50% of their turn meter. This attack gains offense equal to double Tarkin's potency percentage. Now it says deal physical special damage to all enemies and remove 50% of their turn meter. Yeah, it just got rid of the pointless wording of 100% chance. This attack deals more damage equal to double Tarkin's potency percentage. Okay, so before it was this attack gains offense equal to double Tarkin's potency. Now it's this attack deals more damage equal to double Tarkin's. I suppose that's exactly the same, right? It's just different phrasing. Maybe they thought how it was before was confusing because you might think that your character's just gaining like offense up or whatever rather than the move itself doing more damage. So this is kind of rewritten to clarify that. Anyhow, it also adds, if all other allies are dark side clone troopers, deal an additional instance of damage equal to double Tarkin's potency percentage. So that's good. Now, special 2, intimidation tactics. Cooldown 4, just like the move before it. Before it was gain potency up for 3 turns, then inflict critical chance down and offense down for 3 turns on all enemies. Rebel enemies can't resist these debuffs. Then gain 15% turn meter for each debuffed enemy. Okay. Now it is gain potency up for 3 turns, which is the same. But then it ends there, and then it starts. Empire allies gain tactical supremacy for 2 turns, which can't be copied. Inflict critical chance down and offense down for 3 turns on all enemies. Okay, that's the same. Rebel enemies can't resist these debuffs. That's the same. And then gain 15% turn meter for each debuffed enemy. So everything's basically the same except for right there. Empire allies gain tactical supremacy for 2 turns. That's like the only thing that actually changed. Now is leader ability. Tighten the grip. Empire allies gain 30 speed. Inflict defense down and expose for 2 turns on enemies that fall below 100% health during Empire allies' turns. This effect can't be resisted. Now it says Empire allies have plus 30% max health and max protection and plus 30 speed. So now they at least gain a lot more than what they were gaining before. So it almost makes his leader ability way better. You get the health and protection buffs as well as the plain old 30 speed. Then it also has inflict defense down and expose for 2 turns on enemies that fall below 100% health during Empire allies' turns, which can't be resisted. Yep, and that's exactly the same. Oh, so what is this? His leader ability? So his leader ability has the Omicron. The Omicron being, while in 3v3 grand arenas, and if all other allies are Darkside Clone Troopers, at the start of the encounter, all Darkside Clone Trooper supports stealth for 2 turns. Darkside Clone Trooper tanks gain protection up 50% for 2 turns. 50, that's good. Usually it's only 25%. So this is 50, which can't be dispelled. And Scorch gains 5 stacks of Bulwark. That's funny. One that's specifically for a character. Which he is the tank. Or a tank, I should say. So does that mean he would gain protection up and 5 stacks of Bulwark? As a reminder, in case you're not sure what Bulwark is, since this, I think, is a new debuff, or a new buff, I should say, is he gains 150% defense per stack, but as soon as he takes damage, the amount of stacks that he has decreases. Let's see. Whenever a Darkside Clone Trooper ally uses a special ability, Tarkin assists. That's cool. Whenever an enemy evades or resists a debuff from a dark side clone trooper ally, Tarkin gains 5% turn meter and recovers 10% health. It's kind of cool. Whenever intimidation tactics is used, dispel buffs on all enemies and inflict them with daze for 2 turns. That's pretty cool. I mean, this is all from the Omicron, so it would be cooler if it was always that happened, but hey, this is still cool. Whenever ultimate firepower is used, inflict fear on all enemies for 1 turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted, and enemies can't be revived. That's all pretty awesome. This is a pretty solid Omicron. I mean, granted, it does require dark side clone troopers for it to be good, but hey, if you have them and you have the Omicron, this is actually pretty solid, all the things that it offers. Anyhow, I guess his second unique had reworks as well. I thought only 3 other moves that said got reworked, but it seems like it's his whole entire kit. So anyways, this one, unique, Callous Conviction, old final text. Grand Moff Tarkin gains defense equal to his potency percentage and 20% potency per debuffed enemy. New final text. At the start of battle, Grand Moff Tarkin gains 50% potency, stacking for each other Empire ally. Oh. So, I mean, if you got a full team of Empire allies, which you probably should, that's what, 200% potency stacked? So that's going to help out ultimate firepower as well, right out the gate. It's pretty good. Then Tarkin gains defense equal to his potency and 20% potency stacking for each debuffed enemy. Which, I don't know off the top of my head what these kits were, but hopefully the dark side clone troopers are excellent at laying down debuffs, because you kind of want the other team full of debuffs, other than this potency is just stacking on Tarkin. And then gaining defense equal to his potency. I mean, I guess that's cool too. Now, when it says gaining defense, is it gaining a percentage or is it gaining a flat rate? Like, say your potency is at, like, I don't know, let's say 100, just for an easy number. Is he going to gain 100 defense as well? Or is he just gaining a percentage? Like 100% of what he currently has for defense or something. Well. Anyways, at the start of each encounter, Tarkin gains protection up 50% for 2 turns. The first time Tarkin falls below 50% health, he gains bonus protection 50% for 3 turns. Whenever an Empire ally inflicts a debuff, Tarkin recovers 5% health and protection. It's not bad. Man, if you're loading up debuffs, yeah, man, you really want him to be with a squad that's loading up debuffs on the enemy. 1, Tarkin will be constantly staying healthy, gaining all that health and protection. And 2, he's going to be gaining potency like crazy. Which then 3, is gaining defense like crazy. Man, you really want him with a team that's just experts at debuffs. Tarkin will be a beast then. And then obviously, these debuffs are stacking up his potency, which then his potency is charging up ultimate firepower, which, whew, it's just like weird synergy that has to have one thing happen for everything else to happen, though. Anyhow, community comments. I don't know if they really matter for something like this, but since they're there, we'll just kind of take a look. Forms here, Yarg. Well, Tarkin also have a visual upgrade. Maybe I missed it, but what is this buff? Tactical supremacy. Nice that confirms Scorch is a tank with bulwarks. That boy is going to be tough. Just make sure to add jokes with him. Total supremacy plus 30% critical damage and potency. Recover 10% protection at the start of the turn. If dispelled, recover 40% health. Then gain advantage and foresight for 2 turns at the end of that turn. Jeez, that's a lot of stuff. Currently only Trench gives it, I believe. That's why nobody knows. Can you guys add a visual effect that could glow or something that's not usually missed for when characters have a special attack or instead of damage, or instance of damage? Like when Drogon or whoever is ready to basic after GL Leia special, or when Padawan Obi-Wan has this huge damage attack ready, etc. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of and scroll through all the buffs to see if it's time to use those supercharged attacks. Thanks, would be appreciated. Yeah, these comments were kind of dumb. I didn't really care. This is just an update. It's not even a real kit reveal, so that's why I figured the comments would be kind of just and they were. Anyways, though, yeah. So that was it. That's just the article on Tarkin's update. Wanted to cover that with you guys. And yeah, so thanks for checking this out with me. And until next time, I said see ya.